She's going to get breakfast. I'm gonna close the door and get it warm in here. So it's Thanksgiving. Oh wow, look at that. The iPhone automatically turned the flash on. So it's Thanksgiving. We got a dinner at 3 o'clock and we're obviously always behind. Sway bar's up and painted. I gotta turn the heat on real quick. Guys, what do you think? Oh, I gotta shut this off. Okay, it's too early. There's too much crap in here. Hidden there. This is the beginning of the scrap. This is our shipping container. That is, we're gonna show this. This has to be cleaned out. This is gonna be empty. All this is gonna be gone. Like you're gonna be able to walk right along the wall right here. Everything. Oh, look at all this crap. We scrapped a year and a half ago. No, we scrapped it. It was about 3 years ago that we went through massive clean out. So this is probably three years of stacking stuff. I mean, guys, I just glow plugs, piston rings, lifters, piston rings, freaking bolts, push rods, whole bucket of push rods, 2 buckets of head bolts, probably 3 or 4. I don't know how many are there. Bucket of bearings. That's freaking heavy bucket of bolts. I think we're gonna scrap it. Most of that stuff is just old. I want to have one barrel like this, except on better wheels. And when one barrel gets full, well, we won't even do that because we're gonna have the van. We'll have a scrap van. Here's our compressor. Check it out. We got this one and this other one. That is all we've about replaced. I think I don't know how many pumps on that. Oh, look at that, it's low. Dang it. I have oil here. I guess we'll get to that. It's like $160 for that pump. And I mean, they last, them things you can, actually we've had it over the years. I've ran them completely out of oil. They last for a little while. We made it so it's very easy to change. So I actually have it all plumbed so it's easily replicatable. I had to put a little plate down there, just cut it off and bolted it down. So when it does take a crap, we take the bolts out, take the bolts loose, it automatically loosens the belt up. Well, we have to unthread it out of there anyway, so we take it apart right there. Makes it freaking easy. It's good, it's a good pump. It's not bad, it's only 145 pounds, but I think we only run at about 130. We used to run higher, but I think that's why we kept burning them up. High pressure pump. Look, I have seen some late model pumps bad. See, we do have some. So, you know, I've been trying to kind of eat my words lately about pumps being bad on 6 liters. We put these cylinder heads together because we got the short block and chassis. It's covered up there. You can see that. So we're going to put these together, double check these valves. I'm going to lock this all in. That is awesome. You got to grind it. What are you doing? You grinding this?
I got a few tacks down.
Can't you just burn through it? To hell with it. Grace of God, let her eat.
Oh, I did a few spots, but a couple of them I had to take down. That makes you good grind.
Is it? I heard that. Because I'm a real good grinder.
Better than welder yard, most grinding you got there.
Yeah, but I'm a real good grinder, so you know, I've got a lot of practice.
Knock them down a little bit, kind of get the turn right through them and roll it. Oh, I can, but some of them are like big tacks.
Well, that shit was up in the air and the wind was blowing.
Using a MIG weld.
Flash just turned on. Okay, here we are. It is Friday. I guess it's Friday, but I'm not treating it like Friday. It's 4 o'clock because it feels like it's the weekend. Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving. I did decide to go ahead and paint the heads right before we put them on. And I was just looking at them, and sometimes we'll paint them on, sometimes we paint them off. Here's how we did it. I got them sitting on paper and a towel. I absolutely freaking despise setting deck surfaces down, but it is the best way to protect it. I hate it though. I freaking hate it. This is the same way. We got a moving pad under there on a trash bag, and I just set it right on a trash bag. I'm not gonna slide it on it, but it can set on it. I hope that's all right, because I actually don't like doing that. I probably, if I was to do it again, I would put masking tape. I would tape it so that it wouldn't move if there is like a piece of dirt or something touching the deck surface. You don't have to worry about it. But I don't believe that any paint that I would use, unless we baked painted it and then baked the paint on before we did any machining or anything like that. Because the perfect time to do it when we break them down, and then when they first come out of the spray cabinet and it's just the raw heads, would be the perfect time to paint it. I mean, you could just hold a piece of cardboard over and just do it. But I never really liked messing around with the paint, because the spray cabinet on the final clean could wind up taking it off, and then all the time you spent painting is lost. So right now they're complete. They're done. We have these set up with the rocker box and valve covers for both sides, just off of another engine, and we just bolt them in with 4 bolts. We leave a lot of them open and tape them up. That way there's no paint that gets inside, and it tries to give you the line right there that is still exposed on the cylinder head, right there. Now I don't know that it's going to be exactly on it. There might be a little spot not covered, but we have a pretty good chance. Just try to protect it. Maybe it'll keep looking good for a long time, right? So now I'm going to prep this deck surface, and well, it sure could look better inside those cooler ports, couldn't it? It was real rusted. Yep. Prep them, get the studs in, get it deck surface blown off, lint free. I will put brake clean on a towel and wipe off the deck surface. I will do that. And oh wait, now that I'm on train of thought of, I did just get on FTE. Those of you guys know that I used to be on FTE. I used to be. Anybody watching this, I know there was talking about anaerobic for the bed plate. I just saw that, and I figured, why not talk about it now? Okay, the anaerobic for the bed plate out there will stay. I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that for years and years. It will stay pliable, not like still as if it came out of the container. I mean, it'd take months and months for that to actually get hard. The part that doesn't touch the surface. And you got to use surface prep. There's spray. It's surface prep. Hang on. So old. Yeah, we got the lights off. It's so if you read the instructions, if you would put some surface prep on it, and then let's see what it does. And then on the inside of the engine, a paper bag works best. And you got to rub your finger along the inside, the mating joint between the block and the bed plate. You rub your finger along there and you wipe it on a bag, and you pull the anaerobic out. That does not need to be in there. You rub across it. If you're following me, then cool. If not, then whatever. The outside, I don't do anything to the outside. They leave that alone. That's fine. That stuff in about a year or 2 years, it'll be hard. It'll be hard, but it takes a really long time. But the surface prep, if you put the surface prep on the bed plate, put it on the mating surfaces, and then put the anaerobic on it, no faster than you can get it together. Well, by tomorrow, in 24 hours, that is rock solid, stuck together plastic. It's almost like plastic. It's a pain in the ass to get off now. What that does, okay, you think it's plastic. Okay, why would you want something flexible on the bed plate? Let me ask you. Okay, if that bed plate moves a couple thousandths of an inch, it's catastrophic for the whole freaking engine. Okay? A couple thousandths of an inch. You do not need anything pliable in between the bed plate and the engine block. Period. You want it glued freaking together. And that's what I want. So that's how we've been doing it, and I don't have any issues with it. But you got to wipe the inside out, and I guarantee you wasn't using surface prep. Read the instructions. Just read the manual. It says you need to put surface prep on it. You put surface prep on it, and very, very fast that stuff gets hard, and you'll have to chisel it out. Not chisel it, but a little screwdriver, and it comes off in powder, because it reminds me of plastic. It almost turns to plastic. That's what it seems like. So there's more to this story with FTE and a bunch of the old people that have been on there for a while. I started at FTE. That's where I first went to basically start to look for knowledge, right? To keep up and, you know, what people are using, what's working, and then, so, but then we ceased to be able to, something, not sure what we ceased to be able to do, but it was, we ceased to be able to coexist with some of them. So, just telling the truth, just being honest. I mean, what, you know? I mean, and this is cool stuff. This really is. This is very, very nice. But I think, I don't know, trying to keep all these videos straight turns it into a challenge. You know, because it really is a challenge to not only do the job. You know, do the job is one thing, but then figure out the video doing the job is a whole other. We're working on it. I'm having fun with it. I mean, it's fun, but sometimes it takes a while, right? It just takes time. Time is something that, obviously, you know, I've said that on a couple of the other ones, that we don't have enough of it. We can't have enough of it. Doesn't exist. Enough of it doesn't exist. So, cylinder head's getting ready to go on. Let's go ahead and turn these lights on and start blowing the blowgun and cleaning all this lint off. Man, I like this truck. 858,000. The live thing says 17.4. Been running for about an hour and a half now, sitting in the car wash, cleaning and driving home. Everything else is low alternator, of course. You can never get a good alternator. You never can. But, you know, she's a good old truck. She's tired. She got check engine light on because I sold the tuner off of it. I sold the X4. I had one on it, and then I got in a jam, and a customer needed it for them to, you know, because they needed it more than I did. So we let it go, and I never got another one. Doesn't really bother it. It's running stock tuning right now. She's 350,000 miles on the rebuild. It is pretty freaking sad, too, because I just washed it. I drove it into the shop today to torque on James's cylinder heads, and now I went and washed it, so I figured, well, let's put it back in the barn again so the cats can climb all over it. Oh boy, never ending. I said that earlier. I do not want to pick that battle. It'll be all right. It's just a truck. Julie loves the cats. We'll throw a moving blanket on it. We'll see. Yeah, we covered the 450 when we had it. We covered it up, bought a $370 car cover for that thing, and it was great. That thing was always shining every time you pulled it out.